Abusia me no kase di DumSor asia brochire an DumSor nanka yenim se eye Ghana for chefa no sesi ade abusia ukwo Spain Portugal and some parts of France ya abusia die tie nyina ni se DumSor asi ho no mo abrofo no ehunu die omo yede wo mo yi omo ko na mesremo yankwankwohwe die eye den etwa agu nyina sesi ade DumSor no eye abrofo no na aye omo chefa an se table no ense eten ne ba table no yeden ni ba na mesramo yanhwe de ayeden egwo mu se de DumSor asi Haiti, Spain, Portugal and some parts of France like video na share na afofro enya bi enhwe yentie mu nsem embra.
The major power outage has hit parts of Spain and Portugal, with reports that parts of France were also affected. It hit transport, including trains, mobile phone networks and the Madrid Open. Our correspondent John Ray is here. Early stages, what more can you tell us right now?
Well, as you say, Nina, the full extent of this really is still becoming clear. Obviously, communications are more difficult, but large swathes of Spain, of Portugal, and for a while at least, France seem to have been entirely cut off. So potentially we're talking tens of millions of people. From Madrid, we have these images from social media, which seem to show the underground system plunged entirely into darkness. The network was being evacuated of its passengers. Similar scenes really on the overland railways. Passengers told there were no services running. You see the concourse there of people hanging around. The notice board is entirely blank. Basically, people just trying to find out what on earth is happening. On the roads, people have been told, please just don't take your car. We have pictures again from Madrid. We show where the traffic is running. The traffic lights are out, and in the centre of the city, traffic is ground pretty much to a standstill. Also in Madrid, of course, the Open Tennis Championship, that was halted. Now, Spain's power generator, Red Electric, said they suffered an outage at 12:30. They're investigating the cause. They're working hard to get it back on. And we've been speaking, Nina, just a short while ago to a colleague, a former colleague, by old-fashioned telephone. She's in Alicante in the southeast of Spain. She says her internet is down, the traffic lights are out, the trams have stopped running. It's apocalyptic, she says. If you think of the problems caused at Heathrow by the outage from one substation just a few weeks ago, multiply that to national, maybe multinational level, you'll get a sense of the chaos that is ensuing now. On flights, we have no definitive word of what disruption there is. We know emergency generators at some Spanish airports at least have kicked in, but the advice this lunchtime, if you are flying to Spain or to Portugal, is to check with you.
Massive blackouts in Spain. Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez has declared a national emergency, and here's everything you need to know in under a minute. Parts of France, Portugal and Andorra have also been affected. The trains stopped working and people had to walk through tunnels just to get out. The internet and telephone lines are down, the airports without power, and traffic lights stopped, creating complete chaos on the streets. Now, no one knows what the exact cause of the outage is, but they say it could be a rare atmospheric event or a wild oscillation in the European power grid, and that it could take hours, even days, to get the power back. Needless to say, people are panicking, leaving store shelves empty as they rush to stock up on supplies. Let me know what you guys think about all this.
Today's power grid failure is being called one of the most powerful in Europe's modern history. Spain, Portugal, and France have experienced a massive electricity outage. The Spanish government has urgently convened a meeting at the headquarters of Red Electrica, the national grid operator. ATMs and card payment systems are down, there is no mobile signal or internet, and people are stuck in elevators and metro trains. Chaos has erupted on the roads of Spain and Portugal due to traffic light failures and subway train stoppages. The power systems of Spain and Portugal have lost more than 10 gigawatts of capacity. There are growing suspicions that the possible cause of the blackout could be a cyber.
Shit is starting to get crazy. So numerous countries in Europe are dealing with major power outages. So the worst places that are affected by these outages are Spain and Portugal. And you could only imagine how bad this is. From no power on trains to traffic lights going dead, places where people purchase foods, their phone services probably pop. They're even saying that people were on trains and these trains just cut off. So now you can only imagine what's next for these people if this power doesn't come back on immediately. Their internet service is even down. The worst part of everything is they don't even know how this happened. Now you got to say to yourself, if that happened there, that can happen anywhere. And they're also saying that they can't purchase anything electronically. You know what that means, right? Can't use credit cards, so you need cash. And what are they doing now? They're trying to go to every bank to pull out cash. Disaster. What I will say is this, hopefully they handle this more sooner than later, because once again, if this gets out of line, this could really get out of line. Pay attention.
Abusia, yes, we aye the ekoso ewo Europe in prem di abusia DumSor no aye wo mo portion na obeje di sell dey say echo of about 10 good hours and na che sell asawa aye den eba ye yes na eba ye de be hwe anigye an be hwe said the squad ani asiaje sell no aye den aba.
This is so funny.
Entebusia de ti nyina ne se empremprem de woko France Spain and say Portugal wo mo face light problem to say the Ghana Nigeria and say African countries so mo face no se sia de omo so ahyase den face bia ye ma mo hunu de e promise them every light and sensemi so now yentin
President
wo this side de den call de Donald Trump di aba abonten about America for Trump,
as President Trump, as he say, who say America for uncle da, do na autism. They say, so the America for uncle da, age now, out of Nipa 36, Bakon, autism. And President Trump, I can say, 20 years ago, now 20,000 children, and now do Mujinawa, na Bakon, autism. Now say, no, autism, abe common pa, US ya. You be able to testify say even po Ghana for be emma autism US any Europe so their autism course no ano ne pa President Trump say opese hu de ntia yenkoda no enya autism sa first no na ente sa eba no sen na say enkoda ye wo mo autism enko a kire se bibi course a entwa yie ebetuma ba say enuane a yedi ensu a yenom Ampani ya de won koda just say factors in the doso nti President Trump say opese figure out no hunu de ntia enkoda ene ye wo mo autism ko a na eha enkoda no say omo ansolve sa problem we a in the next 20 years no just say nipa bi obawu bia na owo akoda owo autism just say autism no abeye very common pa say wo yere nyama na wuyem ehyehew because akoda na obawu no bibia ebetumi asi Chirasa the ekoso no ade ano ed ne pa
Abusia the ekoso no ano ed ne pa yes na so far the we any the go abrofo no so face wo kawa hodo na any from Latin sense to yare any say emu no ma subscribe to your channel for updates na amazing okay you talk too much abusia me fa wo ensi ahasi